Most founders pick a United Arab Emirates company structure before understanding their own business model. That mistake can cost a full year to undo. This video is produced by Best Solution. We have formed over 5,000 companies across the United Arab Emirates. This diagram shows the two foundational layers shaping every setup. First is the legal structure, defining your entity type. Second is the jurisdiction, dictating where you register it. Skip this exact sequence and operational cracks will show within 6 months. The landmark 2021 reform removed the old 51% local partner rule. Foreign investors can now own 100% of most mainland businesses. You no longer need a local partner by default. You must base your structural choices purely on operational alignment, rather than outdated launch habits. The sole establishment structure offers simple and full control. However, the founder accepts unlimited personal liability for every business debt. A civil company serves licensed professionals like doctors and engineers. It cannot trade commercially. Partners retain unlimited personal liability. This comparison matrix reveals the limited liability company as the core engine of the economy. Your liability is strictly capped at your share of capital. You also retain 100% foreign ownership. A private joint stock company requires 2 shareholders and 5 million dirhams in minimum capital. Shares remain completely private. You also need Ministry of Economy approval. A public joint stock company requires 30 million dirhams in minimum capital. Large financial institutions like banks and insurers must use this structure. It allows them to sell shares to the public. Partnership companies offer 2 paths. General partners face unlimited liability. Limited partners risk only their initial capital investment. A branch of a foreign company extends an overseas parent without creating a new entity. It requires a local service agent. It also faces a 9% corporate tax rate. A representative office establishes a marketing and research presence only. It strictly prohibits any local revenue generation. Your legal structure dictates exactly what your company legally is. It defines the exact financial risk you carry. Choosing based on the cheapest setup fee is a dangerous strategy. Free zone establishments and companies allow 100% foreign ownership without a local agent. These zones perfectly suit export and online operations. Securing a 0% tax rate in a free zone is no longer automatic. You must maintain real substance. You must hold audited accounts and generate qualifying income. An offshore company strictly holds assets and intellectual property. It cannot trade locally. It grants no visas. A holding company controls assets or shares without trading directly. You can register it on the mainland, in a free zone, or offshore. This quadrant chart defines your trading borders. The mainland allows local trade and visa issuance. A free zone restricts you to export trade. Offshore isolates you to asset holding only. Once you set the structure, your specific license takes over. A commercial, professional, industrial, or tourism license dictates the exact activities you may legally perform. The corporate tax framework places a 9% rate on taxable profits above 375,000 dirhams. Profits below that threshold sit at 0%. Small business relief simplifies obligations for companies earning up to 3 million dirhams. This relief remains available until the end of 2026. Jurisdictions dictate exactly where you can legally earn money. A jurisdictional mismatch will physically trap your business operations. This happens regardless of the tax savings you expected. You must answer 5 mandatory questions before comparing prices. Where do your customers live? Where does revenue originate? Will you hire staff or involve investors locally? Changing your structure later is possible. However, it disrupts your banking and halts your licensing. It also costs significant time and money. This flowchart traces a professional services firm seeking a cheap free zone setup. Best Solution took this case. We have been Dubai's leading specialist since 2003. Our mapping process revealed a critical flaw. Over 80% of their revenue would originate from mainland clients. This completely invalidated the free zone plan. We recommended a mainland setup from day one. The company became operational in days. They effortlessly captured all of their year 1 client acquisition targets. The cheapest option to start is rarely the cheapest option to run. Acquiring local customers will immediately break a restricted free zone structure. Structural integrity is the only way to scale safely in the United Arab Emirates. Takeaway 1. Operations must dictate your structure. The right entity flows backward from the business model. It never flows forward from a launch budget. Takeaway 2. Match your jurisdiction to your revenue. A mainland-heavy business must never be squeezed into a restricted free zone shell. Takeaway 3. Treat offshore only as a holding tool. Using it as a cheap trading alternative creates severe limits you discover too late. Best Solution offers a completely free consultation to map your exact business plan without upselling. We operate from Business Bay with over 50 specialists. Seek a personalized roadmap before you launch. Do not let the wrong setup decision cost you your future momentum.